Alright guys, I just got home from work, but something came in the mail today and I have been waiting for this to come in for like a week now. I'm super excited. Um, I've always, so just to start to this, I've said in my bow build and other videos, I really want to get into target archery this year. The biggest thing for me is, me, Levi Ben, we're just blue collar workers. You know, we make we make what we make. Uh, and a lot of the components to get into the target side can be super expensive. Well, um, I found something on Amazon that I didn't think I would find for the price, and I'm really excited for it because I've always wanted one, but they've always been so expensive. And it's probably gonna be one of those things you get what you pay for. But I haven't seen anyone else do a video on these, and I think if it ends up being a good product, it could help a lot of people that want to try out target archery, or like myself who want to get into it but don't have a lot of money to throw towards a hobby like that. It could give us a way in. So I'm so excited. I can't. I just gotta. Oh, I'm so excited. As y'all saw from the title, it is the cheapest 30-inch stabilizer I could find on Amazon. And we're just gonna pop it open. We're gonna get in here and see what all is in here. Ooh! Woohoo! That actually looks clean. That actually looks really clean in there. Okay, we gotta take it out. Yo, is that like actual? Okay, so I don't think this is actual metal, but whoo. Okay, so I'm gonna say this bar itself feels super cheap. I'm not gonna lie. My other issue. Oh shoot! Oh, cool. So you probably can get more weights. I was about to say the only issue I'm seeing right off the bat is that you may not be able to get more weights, but I'm gonna have to look into that and see if I can get more weights. Oh my gosh, this is cool. This is really cool. I'm genuinely so excited about this. I've always wanted a target bar, like to just see what the difference is. So here, let's just see. Let's undo these weights and see if it is as front heavy as I'm thinking. Oh yeah, this bar weighs nothing, and I am 99% sure it is hollow in here. 99% sure. But this is probably, it's at least 6 to 8 ounces. At least. I mean, it's pretty heavy. And the weights are actually metal. Or, no, I don't think they actually, well, they might be. They might be. If they are cheap metal. They're not like stainless. I believe the threads are all metal. Yeah, I mean, the only thing I think that I'm seeing that might be an issue is just the overall bar itself. It feels kind of cheap. I'm not gonna lie, it feels like I could probably break it if I tried hard enough. And I probably wouldn't have to try that hard. But I mean, it is front heavy. Like, it is really front heavy. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go and grab my bow and throw it on there. I'm actually gonna set my bow up how I'll probably run it in Target. So I've got my adapter for, well, you all haven't seen it yet, but I wanted to show this first. If you watch the pig challenge video, you'll know my sight bubble came out. I emailed Trophy Ridge's technical support or whatever, their support crew, and I was like, hey, do I need to buy a new sight? Like, there's no screw. I'm just making sure I didn't like lose a screw or something, or if this is happening a lot. And they said, no, you can just super glue it back in. If you don't have the bubble, we'll send you one for free, blah, blah, blah. Really cool of them. You know, I do wish that it wasn't just glued in, but we'll take what we can get. So I'm actually gonna take my new Podium Archery 12-inch. I mean, just look at the difference, dude. Look at the difference. It's nuts. I've never owned a Target bar, so a lot of you will be like, yeah, it's a Target bar, dude. Cool. But this is so neat to me. It makes me really excited. So on my bow, now when I bought the Podium 12-inch, I also got their 10-degree downwards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw the 30-inch bar up here, and I'm going to throw my Podium 12-inch back here. So we're going to get these all set up. I've already got the adapter onto the 30-inch for the front bar. I just need to get the Podium set up for the back bar, which is just that simple. So we'll just throw this back here, and I know some guys run a woo, woo, hit the fan. I'm so excited. I know some guys run a 15, but dude, that looks ridiculous. Holy cow. Yeah, and I guess now we'll throw this 30-inch bar on the front. This is so weird to me. It's like hard to handle. Come on, there it is. Woo! Dude, that is sick. That looks so sick. I have to go shoot an arrow with this. I don't know if I want to wait until Saturday though and let the boys see it. Oh my God, it's so heavy. Dude, I can just tell from holding it like this. This is gonna hold so steady. It's, oh my goodness. This is so cool. So, like I said, cheapest Amazon 30-inch bar. This was $46. $46. Now, like I said, it feels cheap, but it's got weight up front, which is really all I care about. As long as this rod doesn't bend over time. I mean, if I shoot better with it, who cares? I love if stuff is cheap and it works. And that's all I'm basing it off of. Obviously, I never used a 30-inch bar, so I don't know what most of them feel like. I assume they feel a little bit better, especially on the rod. They're probably carbon. I can't get over it, man. It looks so ridiculous to me because all I've ever done is like, all my bows I've ever been set up for is hunting. So what if I did a hunting challenge with this year? I might try. If you all think it's a good idea, I will definitely run this setup, my Target setup. It's same bow, it's still my Mathews Phase 4, but I will run this Target stabilizer setup on my bow at least. I will do my damnedest to get a deer with it, if you all want to see that. Oh, dude, it looks good. I gotta quit rambling. I just did a video about target panic last week, and I talked about using a back tension. So I figured I'd shoot with it. That group was horrible because I do not shoot this release enough. What I done on the first round was I was locking my front arm out instead of having just a natural position. So now I'm probably gonna go grab my thumb button, move the camera down there, and shoot a few groups so y'all can see. And then I'll kind of give thoughts on it afterwards. So we're gonna shoot one more end, and as we do, I'm gonna kind of give a few thoughts I have. One, it is really different shooting with this long of a stabilizer compared to my normal 12 or 10-inch hunting stabilizers I'm used to. Two, kind of feeding off of that, it's really showing the flaws in my form, because I see where my pin is when it's going off, because I'm floating a lot less. And so now I know I'm having form issues or tune issues, but it's most likely a form issue. So I know that one just hit center because of the way it sounded in my target. So I know my form was good there, and now all I need to do is repeat it, and I need to get better about that, and I need to shoot more. But dude, like right here in my back, whew, it is different having this much weight up front. But I see where the benefit is. I punched my trigger because I had a long hold. I should have let down and redrawn. But yeah, I'm gonna take the camera down just in case that ended up being a good group. But I'm almost positive I have one or two in my circle, which is probably, the smaller ones are probably the size of a 10 ring. So 8s is probably what I'm shooting. But yeah, it is a lot different. I'll go inside and I'll do a little breakdown of how I'm feeling after shooting it for almost a week. We had 2 in the bullseye, 1 just outside to the left. So, what do I think of Amazon's cheapest 30-inch target stabilizer after shooting it for a week? Now, like I just said, I've only been shooting it a week. I haven't shot it very long. I haven't got to shoot as much as I want to. But can I tell a difference between this and my Podium Archery 12-inch stabilizer? Definitely. Definitely. A 12-inch stabilizer was the longest I had ran before getting this bar, and now I really want to get a 15. Just because everyone always says, and I mean, obviously I should listen to them, they're professionals. Everyone always says, you know, oh, it makes a huge difference. But my thought was it always makes your bow heavier, so how you not sway. And I saw a video MFJJ did talking about it. It's because your weight is so much more forward, and that's what makes you slow down. And I can definitely tell a difference. Like I said, when I was shooting, my pin float, which I've always, whenever I shoot a lot, I can shoot consistent out to about 60. Now, I haven't consistently shot since November of last year, and we are now into March. So I should do better about that. I'm not gonna lie, I should do a lot better about that. So I can't complain that I'm shooting bigger groups at 40, but I am shooting smaller groups than I normally would, taking a break that long from shooting. Let's just break it down in pros and cons. Pros, it's still here. I feel like I'm not getting any more vibration out of my bow, which surprised me, honestly, because, like I said, pretty sure this is hollow plastic or just thick plastic. So I was expecting a lot of vibration, and I didn't see that while shooting. So I was really impressed there. Steel weights, awesome, love it. This little rubber weight, a very common design in stabilizers. I think it looks sleek. I love the look of it, even though I can't read the words on it, but that's okay by me as long as it works. Price point, 40 bucks. I feel like this is kind of one of those situations, even though I don't know from personal experience, you get what you pay for. You know, this isn't a high-end stabilizer that's going to hold up to a beating, probably, but I plan on testing that this year, and we'll see how it goes. And down the line, I would like to get a more expensive one and do a real good comparison between it. And at some point, I am going to have the other guys put this on their bows, and we're going to see if they can tell a difference, or whether it's just me watching so much archery content that I have convinced myself that this makes me a better shot, and it's some kind of placebo effect. Cons, cheap made. It's $40 though. Oh, another thing I can think of, and this is a me problem, it's not a problem with the actual stabilizer, is getting used to having this long of a stabilizer and this much weight. It's not even super heavy, but having it out there so much further was really putting a strain on my back. And that was the only place I really felt it, was in my lower back and right here on my side, more of my lats, I guess. And that could be a form issue, but I really could feel the weight difference in my back. Like I almost feel like, and I'll watch the video and see if I was, but I feel like I was almost leaning back more to kind of compensate for the weight. But besides that, I really don't have any complaints. Like I said earlier in the video, I'm completely down if you all want to see me take this out and try to get a deer with it. I would like to kill one just with a normal stabilizer setup first, but beggars can't be choosers. So if all I can do is get one with this, I would take one with this. And that's about it on the stabilizer itself. I will have a link down in the description if you want to maybe buy it, if you've been wanting to get into tournament archery, or you just want to try a 30-inch bar. I'll put it down in the description. Check it out. I mean, you know, it's $40. So some people, that is a lot of money. But if you're just wanting to get into it, you want a cheap avenue, might be worth a shot. You might like it. I actually, so far, have really enjoyed this. I might do a 6-month update, or an update after a tournament, or a 3D shoot or something like that. I probably will do an update on it. I don't plan on buying another bar anytime soon unless I get a 15-inch for hunting season. But that's going to be about it for this bar. I think that's about it. That's all my announcements, my opinions on the 30-inch stabilizer. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you on the next one.